bitch! You are right!
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, welcome to my beauty entertainment channel. Yay! So if you would like to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter and my Instagram. Go have fun, enjoy, peruse, yup. And while you're here, you can check out some of my recent videos. I posted a video a couple days ago talking about Shane Dawson and him. And then before that, I posted an Everything Wrong with Euphoria. That was my latest installment of that series. And then before that, I posted a Let's Talk New Releases where I talked about new releases. So absolutely, you know what time it is. All right, so stuff happened, I guess. Listen, so stuff happened apparently over the past 2 days. As you can tell by the title of this video, we're gonna be talking about cancel culture. I'm gonna explain why I use quotation marks in probably 30 minutes. Who knows how long this video is gonna be? I never know, because I like to talk. So before I talk about the overarching topic, people wanted me to talk about Jenna Marbles. I tweeted about all my thoughts, but I'll just regurgitate them again because they haven't changed. So Miss Jenna, you know who Jenna Marbles, if you've been on YouTube for any amount of time, you know who Jenna Marbles is. She probably is still one of the most popular creators, but back in 2011, that time of YouTube, she was literally all everywhere. Jenna Marbles was that girl. Still is, but she was that girl. So Jenna, yesterday I guess, posted a video talking about some racist stuff that she did in the past, and basically was said that she was leaving YouTube. That's super important. She said she was leaving YouTube. I need you, that is a point I need you to keep in the back of your head as I explain what happened throughout the day, or throughout the couple of hours. So she posts the video, and then what happens? Idiots on Twitter start speaking. They start speaking because that's what happens on that app, all right? So I'm not surprised, because I'll explain why later, but I'm not surprised. So multiple tweets start flying around talking about, this is the worst thing to happen in 2020. Y'all cancel culture weirdos ruin the only good person on YouTube. How dare you cancel culture vultures come for Jenna Marbles? She's done nothing. Let's unpack this. Let's start here and let's unpack. Welcome. Unpack from vacation. Let's go. So not a soul. Maybe you're unaware of things going on there's a lot more things going on in the world. No one was canceling Jenna Marbles. I don't know how I could say that any better. There was no Jenna Marbles is over party trending on Twitter. There were no tweets there was none of that. I didn't even see the stuff of her in blackface and any of the stuff Jenna Marbles posted in her own video. So how is cancel culture canceling her? If she posted the video. If she posted the video talking about what she did, how am I canceling her? You make no sense. Do you see how that makes no sense? It requires a level of stupidity that I have never met in mind. Actually, I have. Please, don't even. The school I go to, I've met that kind of stupidity. The reason I bring this up is you guys, not you guys, but the people who did this, you're playing into white woman victimhood. You started by immediately taking responsibility off of the white woman, Jenna, who came on the internet to take responsibility. The first thing you did was take responsibility and play into this white woman as damsel in distress character. That's what you did by sitting on the internet and now blaming cancel culture for Jenna getting on the internet and bringing this to the attention, because I'm telling you, I don't think you understand. Ain't nobody had any idea about any of this. Really, I had no idea about any of this. So how can I cancel someone with facts I was not presented? You gotta be presented with evidence in order to cancel. It requires 3 brain cells to think like this, all right? So Jenna Marbles posts the video herself. I really cannot stress enough, because I feel because of the tweets were going around, people were like, you can't. She posted the video herself. She posts the video. She posts the video herself, and people on Twitter are immediately blaming cancel culture. Let me tell you what they really want to say, but they won't tweet it. You're sad that Jenna Marbles is leaving YouTube, and you're blaming it on Black and Asian people, the 2 groups of people she offended. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I got the summary because I don't feel like watching people cry about apologizing for racist stuff. I really don't. I'm like, so I got the Spark Notes off of Twitter. You are saying you are sad that Jenna Marbles is leaving YouTube, so you're blaming it on the people she offended and not on the actions she committed. You're racist. Let me unpack this before the trolls start typing, because people hate being called racism, but they don't hate racism that much. It's very, very interesting. So, y'all are sad that Jenna Marbles is leaving YouTube, even though she's been on this platform for a decade now, has content going out the wazoo that is not going anywhere. She hasn't seemed interested for a really long time and hasn't been for years. She's had her fun, she's made her money, and is good on any MLK bull. She's good. So you're allowed to be sad that your favorite content creator is leaving, but girl, she was on her way out. If this video didn't happen, she was on her way out. And people are very, very much in denial about that. They're in denial. They really expect content forever from people. It gets into like parasocial relationships and that kind of stuff, but I don't have time to talk about that right now. So, you're blaming cancel culture for taking away your faith. Let's run this back. You are blaming cancel culture for taking away your faith. But what did your faith do? She did blackface and made racist jokes. So you're blaming Black and Asian people for being upset at racism. You're blaming us for being upset at racism, which that means you're racist. You're blaming us for being rightfully upset. Again, I didn't even know about this. I'm rightfully upset that she grew a platform, a humongous platform, a respected platform with these videos in her catalog. But you're more mad that your fave is never making a video again. Do you see how your priorities are out of whack? Do you see how everyone is able to excuse racism when it comes to something that they love? That's an issue. And that is why we have what we have with people blaming cancel culture instead of an individual's actions, even when they're trying to take responsibility in a video. It's very interesting to me. That's what you're mad at. You're not angry at the racism. You're not angry at the actions of Jenna did. You're mad at us for being angry at racism. You're mad at us for wanting someone to take responsibility for their actions. You're angry at us. You're angry at the wrong thing, sweetheart. You're angry at us because that's why your fave is leaving. She was on her way out. I cannot trust it enough. She was on her way out. But you are deflecting responsibility from her, again, playing into white woman victimhood. You're deflecting responsibility and blame from her. That's what you're doing. Black people don't deserve apologies. Asian people don't deserve we don't deserve an apology for the fact that she was able to amass a massive platform while still having those videos in her catalog. That's what you're angry at us. You're angry at us for expecting people not to be racist. We can't be apologized to? Does that take the attention off you for a second? Is that what we're angry about? Is that what we are angry? I say we rhetorically, but is that what you're angry at? Because it's clearly not the racism. It's not. Talking about like tweets talking about you're gonna ruin her life. Cancel culture is ruining lives. It's not. But it's really not, because it's really not. But you know what does ruin lives? OMG, having almost every single humongous YouTuber with a massive platform have a violently racist past. That ruins life. Do you know that children watch these people? Children. Some children of color watch these people and see them make racist jokes, do be violently racist towards who they are as a person. That ruins lives. That creates internalized issues within children. That's where the issue lies. It's also not a coincidence that a lot of these people's it's not just Jenna, this is about like overarching, but it started from her. A lot of these people's fan bases are children. That's why it's an issue when there's racist things in children's. There's an issue when there's racist things in any sort of media, but children's media, it's showing a level of just not caring about actual racism as much as you think you do. That's what you're telling me. By the tweets that I saw flying, going platinum, going silver, you don't care about race. And it's very, I'm gonna get there. And this is also why I don't give not one iota, not one crumb when like a high schooler, when Sky Jackson was doing the Lord's work and exposing racist high schoolers in towns and they were getting their college acceptances revoked, getting expelled. I do not care, because the trauma that you've put onto the people of color in your life is worse than what you're going through. That's something. Finally, now with the internet, we are able to have, you're able to have documented consequences, because these racist people can't not be racist for 1 minute of their life. So of course they're racist on the internet too. Now we're finally able to have documented consequences based off of documented evidence. So of course, no, I'm not upset that these children are getting their lives ruined. I don't care about them nor their feelings. You wanted to be racist on the internet. These are the consequences. That's why I made in my TikTok video about why is racism the cure to boredom. I'm like, you made the TikTok. You wanted it to go viral. Now these are the consequences of wanting your things to go viral, because it did go viral, just not in the way you intended. All right, so here's the thing. What you're basically with what these tweets are saying by talking about the phrase that cancel culture ruin lives. I hate cancel culture. It's bordering on coded racism at this point. With whenever it relates to something related to bigotry, it's borderlining on coded bigotry. And when I say borderlining, I mean it's jumping off the line. We have moved past the line, because this keeps happening every single time somebody gets canceled. What you're saying is, why are you guys so angry at racism? Why can't you guys get over racism for 1 second so my YouTuber can continue to live her life? Even though she will, or they will, continue to live their lives anyway, because it doesn't work, because more people are racist than you think. It takes 3 brain cells to get to this point. Can't you guys just be comfortable with blackface so my unproblematic woke queen, Jenna Marbles, can continue to pump out content for me? Read between the lines. Read between the lines. That's what you mean. That's what you're saying. That's what those tweets are saying. And that's why it's infuriating to read stuff like that. You're saying, can't you guys just like chill with holding people accountable? Can't you guys, even though there's millions upon millions of content creators on this app, that you could go find a new one every second, every day you could find a new content creator, but you want us to just why can't you just endure it? Why can't you endure racial violence against who you are as a person? Why can't you guys endure that? That's what you're saying. It makes, and this is the thing. I am not sure about people watching this, but I know once if this video, like if other people start watching this, I know you're gonna be upset. I know you're gonna be upset that I'm calling you racist, because everyone gets so much more angry at the fact that you might be racist or passively be racist than actual racism. I know that's an issue on the internet. Here's the thing. I need you to understand, only a hit dog hollers. I need you to understand that. You heard what I said and it hurt you. You heard what I said and it hurt you. If this doesn't apply to you, it wouldn't hurt you. It wouldn't hurt you. It wouldn't hurt you and cause you to leave a dissertation in my comments talking about I'm attacking you as a person. If it didn't apply to you, it wouldn't sting. If you need to look within yourself and at your racism and how you're passive in racism, because being passive is siding with the oppressor. That's what you're doing. If you were just sad that Jenna Marbles is leaving, that comment, you wouldn't be affected by my comment because it doesn't apply to you. But if it stung, it stung, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing something you can go look within yourself and go do some self-reflection in the shower. If it hurts you, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you wanted me to do, because I didn't make it hurt you. I didn't make you see yourself in the comment that I just made. I didn't. You did that. I just made an observation. If you feel the observation applies to you, that speaks more volumes. If it stung, it stung. And it was meant to sting, because it applies to way more people than you think it does, all right? People literally will excuse racism for like content instead of going to find other content. People, I mean, that's why so many of you guys, so many people decided to somehow all of a sudden, again, forgive those two men and buy their palette. You wanted to excuse racism for an ashy palette. That's none of my business, though. That is none of my business, though. You don't hate racism as much as you think. You don't. That's why you bought the palette. That's why you're on Twitter blaming cancel culture for Jenna Marbles posting a video, herself posting the video. That's why you're deflecting blame off of her. Which is, I'm what she didn't want, I'm assuming, because I'm making the video. She said she was taking accountability. Again, okay. Taking another thing, taking accountability does not always mean forgiveness. That's something that I and a lot of other people stressed on here. People don't have to forgive you for your actions if they don't believe that you've truthfully changed. And in the end, okay, so that was clownery instance number 1 that happened on the Big Blue app that day. Let's move to Clown High's favorite pastime. Why are you accepting apologies not meant for you? It really makes no sense why you think you have the gall, the audacity, the motive to accept an apology that is not meant for you. It leaves me, I don't want to call people what I want to call them, but Jesus Christ. Do you ever not think about yourself? Why are you accepting an apology that was not directed towards you? It could also be due to the fact that a lot of these YouTubers and influencers do not actually mention or even direct the apologies or sad deflecting statements towards the people that they offended. They just put it out into the open air and say, you know what? I messed up. For what? We won't know, because it doesn't say in the apology, because it has to be as vague as possible if it comes from a YouTuber. Right? Part of this cancel culture stuff that I was seeing, the tweets that I was seeing that were really alarming, but of course not surprising me, because this has happened multiple times with multiple different people. I'll see these tweets, Jenna has shown, she has grown, she's changed. I know she's changed. And then I zoom in on the Abby and it's a whole white person. Why are you speaking? Why are you speaking? Why are you accepting apologies not meant for you? Were you part of the group she offended? No. Okay, so move. This is not your time to shine. Go sign up for the school musical if you want your time to shine. This is not for you. See? Oh. And y'all are always in black people's business. Why? Mind the business that pays you. Being white, mind the business that pays you, and wait for, I don't know, black people, Asian people to speak on the things that Jenna Marbles said. This doesn't just apply to her, but this applies to every apology if it's something that offended a particular group. There is no reason you should be on the internet writing whole paragraphs talking about, I don't know why you guys came for Jenna. She's the most unproblematic person in the world. She's grown and changed and done all that. She hasn't been racist in years. It's a whole white person. Why are you accepting apologies in the comments? We love you, Jenna. We forgive you, Jenna. Whole Caucasian. It really makes no sense. It really makes no sense, and this is like alarming. Frankly, I'm gonna say frankly, Jenna is the only unproblematic YouTuber. I hate cancel culture for taking her away from me. I don't know why you coloreds are so angry at racism. That's what you're saying. I need you to understand that. It's called reading, but that's what you're saying. You're saying, why are you guys so angry at racism? I don't get it. Why is racism such a big deal to you? See, it's not just with people you don't like, it's with people that you like too doing racist stuff. It applies. I know you're upset. I know you're upset that it was your fave, but this is where it really comes down to bat. This is where it really comes down to bat, all right? Does blackface not deserve an apology? Does the fact that so many YouTubers and people in general with big platforms have a racist past not deserve an apology? Do racist jokes about Asian people not deserve an apology? I'm confused. What are you trying? That's what you're trying. What are you saying? Do you know what you're saying? the whole thing of we weren't all woke and perfect from childhood. She was a whole adult. That's just with Jenna. She was a whole adult. The whole thing of like, let's not act like we were all woke from childhood and relating to racism specifically is a bunch of horse monkey, because it really is a, what were y'all doing at 13? It's very, you know, people, they'll bring up tweets and they'll be like, well, we weren't all perfect. And I'm sitting here, what kind of evil stuff were y'all a part of when you were I was a One Direction stan. That's what you pull up my old tweets, it's about One Direction and MagCon. So I don't know, like I'm confused as to why you guys were terrible people when you were 14, 15, but it's really alarming. It's very alarming that so many white people had a racist past. It's also alarming that so many black men went through a hating black woman phase, as they like to call it. That's alarming. That's alarming and leads us to why these things still exist, because you will go and make excuses. No, we don't, the trauma, we don't have time to like, oh, they're children. No, because the trauma is still there, even though they were children. Do you understand that? No, of course not. And aren't the people they traumatized children? We weren't all born perfect, so we're supposed to just move on. Racism seems to be a part of everyone's coming of age story, and we're just supposed to take it. Do you hear yourself? We're supposed to just be okay with the fact that it seems that that racism is a part of every single person's coming of age story. Like, I'm supposed to just be like, okay, that's fine. Why? Tweets talking about this is the worst thing to happen this year. Tone deaf. Really? You didn't read that before you sent it? No, of course you didn't. Because here's the thing, when you're retweeting the tweets, when you're retweeting what's happening to black people all over America, you are not actually empathizing. You're just doing it because you want to appear like you're woke. That's where we have another issue. That's where we have another issue. Her video was so hard to watch. It felt like I was watching a hostage being held at gunpoint. That was a real tweet. Are you serious? It was a real tweet tweeted by someone who looks 35 years old. Are you serious? Are you serious? So I tweeted all those thoughts, but I wanted to say them again. And this opens us up to the larger conversation about cancel culture. So y'all have turned canceling into a meme. Y'all have, I said this in some video, I don't remember which one it was, but y'all have turned canceling and scandals into a meme. Okay? You turned it into something that all influencers want because canceling sells. Scandal sells. We all know this. If you haven't been canceled yet, are you even an influencer? You've never been canceled? Are you even an influencer? That's what it's turned into. Y'all are clowns. It's clown-like behavior. That's what these people are doing. That's why people always use quotation marks now when they're talking about cancel culture, is because y'all made it into a joke. You made it into a joke. Shock, outrage sells. Made a video talking about black outrage, that sells. Like, I mean, that's why the niggerologist, who's apparently taken a break from writing the dissertation on do-rags to sell lavender paint for some reason, that's why she keeps doing this. She's taken the break to, you know, sell lavender paint and cake liners that smell like fish guts. She took a little break to go back to making another scandal. That's why she does this. It's the only way she'll stay in the news or on T-pages. Woo child. See? Getting canceled brings you money. And because, I mean, I don't want to say none of these people have talent, because some actually do, but if you happen to not have a talent or a gift or a purpose to bring to the world, you kind of have to resort to stuff like this in order to bring attention to your face, rather than, you know, having a purpose. So you're right. Cancel culture doesn't work. That's what we're saying, idiots. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. The reason is because a lot of influencers now profit off of cancel culture because it doesn't work. Because y'all have co-opted holding people accountable for bigotry. You've co-opted that with memes, jokes, and fun. That's why it doesn't work. That's why. Not me. Not me. Look at any celebrity or influencer in this case who's been canceled. Look at them now doing just fine. Even if it was a year ago, if it was 2 years ago, if it was 2 months ago, they're doing just fine. Just fine. And it's for multiple reasons. So Twitter isn't the only thing that exists. A lot of people don't even have Twitter. So people have no idea when there's a blank is over party with the fan cams. And then, you know, some of these people get, it's like, that's why I don't work. And secondly, that's one reason. Secondly, because they built their platform off of, if it's a case of bigotry, or in a specific case it's racism, they build their platforms off of racism. And yes, in this video I'm coming for fans because we're just now realizing that you are or were part of the problem. You cannot cancel these people because of the large fan bases who don't care. They do not care about racism. That's why do you think Stank Butt and his Walking Dead extra friend have so many followers? You don't care about racism. Why do you think that collection, whatever it was, of pig bags, why do you think it's sold out? People don't care about racism as much as you think as much as you claim to. Doesn't surprise me. Of course doesn't surprise me. That's why we still have these issues in this world. But like, you didn't care about racism. Why would you want to cancel somebody who thinks the way you do? Why would you do that, right? And then look at I made a video talking about who has the most privilege in the beauty community. Look at the most popular beauty people, most popular YouTubers in general, and tell me that I'm wrong. And tell me that I'm wrong. You can't. You can't tell me that I'm wrong. I don't know why this looks like that. You can't tell me that I'm wrong because I'm right. The material speaks for what? Itself. Cancel culture is now a joke used as an encompassing term to make fun of people holding your faves accountable. You are now poking fun at people's pain and trauma and hurt due to these people's actions. That's what you're doing by blaming stuff on cancel culture. That's what you're doing. You're taking that, making it a meme, and you're including the accountability part, which is not, like, I'm not talking about when people like pick apart people's weight and shit and stuff that doesn't relate to actual like bad stuff being bad people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you made it something funny, something like funny. That's why it doesn't work. You care and you cry about cancel culture when it comes to your faves. You're literally being like, why are black people so mad that you said the N-word? I don't get it. These nignogs are so angry for no reason. That's what you're trying to say. Like, and this leads me to my last point, that is, I said before, you don't hate racism as much as you claim to. If you're blaming cancel culture, or if you're like just now starting to come to terms with that your fave might not be, you know, an angel or even a decent person, don't hate racism as much as you claim to. All right? That's why you have Black Lives Matter in your bio, but you stand the Zombieland reject cast member. That's why you have Black Lives Matter in your bio. But when black people are on Twitter talking about we want representation on television, you say, why aren't you happy with the crumbs? You say, why aren't you happy with a National Geographic movie about frogs holding the spot for a black female princess? That's what you're saying. It's very, why aren't you guys happy with crumbs? Why aren't you guys happy? I don't get it. I don't get it. There's no reason for you guys not to be happy. At least you got one. Well, we have 8. At least you got one. You don't hate racism as much as you think you do. You don't. You really don't. And that's why nobody likes you. Nobody trusts you. That's why the first thing we saw when Jenna posted the video herself was people blaming cancel culture. Not talking about the things in the video, which she did in the first place. That could never be it. You hate cancel culture more than racism. You hate cancel culture more than transphobia. Why are you not directing your anger towards the bigotry? I'm confused. Why are you not directing your anger towards the bigotry? That don't make no sense. Because you've done the same and or worse? Is that it? Is that why you won't direct your anger towards the bigotry? Because you've done the same thing? These people's careers don't die because you're just as racist. You just aren't famous enough people to dig up the receipts on you, boo! Like, it's the way whenever it's like, that's the this you thing is hilarious. So whenever someone tweets something about like, whenever someone tweets a microaggression or agrees with someone tweets a oopsie, when someone tweets a microaggression or agrees with a celebrity who tweeted a microaggression, if you go search their tweets, there's probably a lot of microaggressions in there. This isn't just about racism, it's about misogyny. If a black man tweets about hating something about hating black women, or is like, why are you guys so mad at this like other famous black man who tweeted about hating black women, you go search his tweets, go search black women in his tweets, you'll find something. I know you guys are making a big deal when if another famous black man's old tweets come out talking about dehumanizing black women. Go look in his back closet. It's the same thing. That's why you don't want these people's career to die, because you see yourself in them. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Man, you know, big. Why are you guys trying to get end rapist career? Why are you trying to why are you guys so adamant about ending rape culture? Go look in his tweets. Go look in the tweets. You see people defending colorist people or defending colorism on television. Go look in their tweets. You'll find some colorist tweets. Baby, 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 doesn't equal 5. It equals 4. Because people show you who they are by who they support. Wow. What you see yourself in them. So why would you try to cancel someone you emulate? So I said this, but I'm gonna make it as crystal clear as possible, because it seems like you have to explain things to grown-ups the way you would explain them to children. You have to explain racism the way you would to a child, to grown adults. But if you can excuse or ignore racism, you are racist. Run it back, Pastor. If you can excuse or ignore racism in the name of mediocre content, in the name of makeup, powder, and pigment, you are racist. And that is why I say that's the supporters of these people, not like just in general. This is why cancel culture doesn't work. The supporters, you think the same way they do. Because if you're willing to excuse and ignore racism, who's to say you don't agree with the things that they've said in their past? That's why it doesn't work. I need you to understand that. That is why you are racist as well. Welcome. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's why it don't work. It's not my fault. This is another thing. Y'all people love to tweet the pick and choose stuff. Why are you canceling Jenna Marbles when 6x9 is on the charts? Are you serious? You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. That's not my reason. That's not the reason. I'm not the reason the 2 biggest beauty YouTubers on here both got racist pass and are doing just fine. That's not my fault. It's not my fault when someone like Trisha Paytas is doing just fine for herself. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. No one, people talking about why is Jenna Marbles getting canceled but not Stinky Shoes. Are you serious? I promise, ignoring the fact that Jenna took accountability for her actions, I promise the people holding her accountable aren't the ones kikiing in Shane Dawson's comments. That's you. That's you. That's not me. You think the people that would be, that are holding Jenna Marbles accountable listen to 6x9? No. Very much no. No. Are you? Y'all are racist too. And listen, I'm telling you again, only a hit dog hollers. So if it stings for a reason, okay? It stings for a reason. It requires self-reflection and inner thought to figure out why it stings so much, why you're already typing in the comments, calling me all kind. Nah, it stings for a reason, baby girl. It stings for a reason. Y'all are racist too. That's why when your fave calls out, you just are like, why do you guys care so much? I thought it was Black Lives Matter. Or was that for performance purposes? I thought it was say her name, but y'all have co-opted into say his name, their name. It's say her name. I thought that's what you guys were doing, or was that just so you wouldn't get dragged on Stan Swear? I thought it was blacklivesmatter.car.co. What happened? What happened? I thought it was Queen Sis period on Fleeksa. What happened? Wow. The script was lost. The reason I always call it a movie script is because you guys are performing. Brands are performing. Regular people are performing. We're living in the Greatest Showman. That's why I don't know why you care so much. You're like, your racist claim are doing just fine. They didn't get canceled. Their careers are doing just fine. So you make your platinum tweet about cancel culture ruining lives, but what lives has cancel culture ruined? They'll talk about an influencer's cancel culture ruined this influencer's life, and then you go look on the influencer's profile and they just posted a sponsored post. So what's the truth, baby girl? What's the truth? Because that don't make no sense to me. And it's like, some people's career really be hung out to dry, but they come back just fine, especially if they're white, due to different things. Like women will get it, misogyny. This is a misogyny. That's why I talked about in my Who Has the Most Privilege in the Media Community video, it's misogyny. So women will get ripped into a little bit harder. So partially because of misogyny and because the men who've done just as bad stuff or worse will send their delusional stands to attack the woman due to misogyny and to deflect people looking into their own back closet. Another case is misogynoir. There's ways to hold Black women accountable without being racist or misogynistic, which is misogynoir. But you guys wouldn't know that because that's the first thing you resort to. That's what's crazy. So yeah, that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for leaving your essay in my comments. It sounds like you got hurt. Oh. So yeah, that's the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you would like to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter and my Instagram. Go have fun, go peruse, go enjoy. Woohoo! And while you're here, check out some of my recent videos. They're like on your screen now. Most likely go watch them. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe inside your homes, unless you're being forced to go out, in which case I'm so sorry. Please stay as safe as you can. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.